We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the... Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'1" quarterback from Old Dominion. It's Taylor Heineke.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On 2nd and 7, Heineke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Picked off at the 30. And a great taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Hey, let's go! 44's
So that challenge, a successful one. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 19 carries, 84 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down and 4, Fields. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown.
Come on.
Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Taken down by Pete Werner.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. From just shy of midfield, Fields. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Fields. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Fields going to keep it running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Fields now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And Walker has it. And out across midfield down to the 45. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Heineke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Heineke now from the 50. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Throwing, Heineke. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Mario Edwards Jr. coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. They find some open field here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left. It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense. What was that, man?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Fields. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Hey, got tight left, tight ends left. 3 down.
3rd and short yardage, Heineke. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Heineke on 1st down. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Stop short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. from the gun. Heineke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Zach Bond there on the tackle. 2nd and 5 now. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Heineke's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Heineke now. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. And his throw is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Heineke again. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A 1st down throw for Heineke. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they'll throw again, Heineke. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. On 1st and 10, Heineke. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Heineke, his throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Heineke to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And Lutz's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A final shot before the break. Fields. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start up at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Tampa Bay taking on Carolina in the NFC South. And it's the Bucs who are out in front at halftime. Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can...
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Cole Kmet, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
A give. This is Montgomery. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Here's Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because
gets through, and now an opening. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch left. He's stopped right there.
Heineke.
Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Man left. 4 down. Check. 90 is a money.
Now Heineke.
Here we go.
Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
90.
To throw is Heineke. Forced out to his left. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Fourth down, Heineke.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Here's Heineke.
There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Bynes puts it on the carpet. It's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Field. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pete Werner. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Fields' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now it's Fields.
Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We got him.
They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Heineke's throw complete there to Thomas.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Double time. We got 3 down, 3 down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
A great read, and it's picked off. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Heineke on first down.
Shakes off the sack.
Let's go. You tighten up.
That's complete to Troutman right side.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Watch tight. Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. 3 down.
Heineke now.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
We'll check on his status when we get back.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The Bears on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 84 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Go. Go. 44.
Now Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Montgomery on the counter. And he stopped immediately there. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Fields now to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 32. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
44 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Montgomery, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
There we go.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
44, Mike, 44. Watch the ball.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
44 is the mic, 44 is Mike. Check. All day, just like that, just like that.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. To throw again on 2nd down, Heineke. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. Heineke from the gun on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
65.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Chicago, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.